When a woman is truly interested in a man, the very first thing that changes is her attention. And this attention is not casual, it is intentional. There is a certain quality in the way she listens to you that goes beyond politeness. She is not simply nodding along or waiting for her turn to speak. Instead, she leans into the conversation and absorbs what you are saying as if it matters deeply to her. You can tell by the way she asks follow-up questions, the way her eyes stay locked on you, and the way she recalls details you may not even remember sharing. This kind of intentional focus is her way of letting you know that you are different from everyone else around her, and she is invested in what comes out of your mouth. Most men underestimate just how powerful this form of attention is because they mistake it for ordinary friendliness. But there is a big difference between a woman being polite and a woman being captivated. Politeness makes her listen in a distracted way, but genuine interest makes her hang on to your words with curiosity and warmth. Think about it. How many times have you spoken to someone who clearly wasn't fully present? Their responses were short, their eyes darted to their phone, or they seemed eager to leave. Now contrast that with a woman who not only listens but remembers your favorite movie, recalls the story about your first job, or surprises you by remembering your sibling's name weeks later. That is not casual attention. That is deliberate interest speaking louder than words. Her attention is also revealed in how she adjusts her energy to match yours. If you share something exciting, she lights up with you. If you talk about something painful, her face softens and her body language shifts to comfort. She is emotionally attuned because her focus is not just on hearing your words, but on feeling your experience. That empathy is a strong sign of her investment in you as a person. It tells you that she is not just passing time in conversation. She is making space to connect with your inner world. This kind of attention is rare, and it shows up consistently when a woman genuinely likes you. She makes you feel as though you are not one of many, but one of a kind. Another powerful marker is how she follows up on what you share. If you tell her you have an important meeting, she may ask how it went the next day. If you casually mention that you love a certain dish, she might suggest a restaurant that serves it. These little callbacks demonstrate that she was not just hearing you, she was listening with intention and filing that information away. When a woman likes you, she treats your words as valuable, as though they deserve to be remembered and honored. It is her way of quietly proving that she cares about what matters to you, even when you think she may not have noticed. There is also a unique presence in the way she gives you her time. In a world filled with distractions, attention has become one of the most precious gifts a person can offer. If she puts away her phone when you talk, maintains eye contact, or chooses to listen to you without rushing, that is a powerful signal. She is saying with her actions, right now, you are my priority. Many men overlook this and assume it is normal courtesy, but it is not. A woman who is indifferent may stay distracted, divided, and uninterested. But a woman who likes you creates a bubble of focus where you feel like the only one in the room. That is the essence of intentional attention. Even in group settings, her attention toward you will stand out. She may track your comments more closely than anyone else's, laugh at your jokes a little louder, or glance your way when something interesting is said. It is almost as though her mind is tuned to your frequency, and no matter how many voices are around, yours cuts through to her. This selective focus is not something she does for everyone. It is reserved for the person she feels a pull toward. And if you learn to observe carefully, you will recognize that her attention is always a little more intense, a little more invested when it is directed at you. It is also worth noting that attention in this form carries a certain vulnerability. When a woman chooses to focus on you so deeply, she is opening herself to being seen as well. Her gaze lingers because she wants you to notice her in return. Her attentive listening is not just about you, it is also a bridge for connection. She is offering you an unspoken invitation to meet her on the same level, to notice her effort, and to respond with the same intentionality. This is why ignoring or dismissing these subtle signals often leads to disappointment. She is risking something by investing her attention in you, and it is her way of testing if you will meet her halfway. Intentional attention also manifests in how she gives you emotional space. She does not just listen to your successes, but also to your struggles. When you vent or open up, she holds that space without judgment, because her focus is not transactional. She is not listening to gain something in return. She is listening to understand, to connect, and to reassure you that your voice matters. That difference is felt at a very deep level, because it is not common for people to truly sit with us in our raw moments. A woman who likes you will do that willingly, and that level of focus speaks volumes about her feelings. Ultimately, attention is the very first doorway through which attraction reveals itself. Long before grand gestures, gifts, or declarations, there is a shift in how she looks at you, how she listens to you, and how she prioritizes your presence. It is subtle, but it is consistent. And it is this consistency that makes it reliable. You do not need to overanalyze every text or wonder endlessly if she likes you, because her focus will tell you everything you need to know. She listens with intention, remembers with care, and responds with presence. That is the language of interest, and it is impossible to fake over time. When a woman likes you, one of the most telling signs is how she finds reasons to be around you. Attraction has a magnetic pull, and even when she doesn't verbalize it, her actions will betray her. She might not say outright, "I want to spend time with you," but she will create opportunities where her presence and yours overlap. Sometimes it shows up in subtle ways, like lingering in a place she knows you'll be or extending a conversation longer than necessary. Other times it's more obvious, like accepting an invitation quickly or suggesting something the two of you could do together. Presence is not accidental, it's a choice. And when she keeps choosing proximity to you, it is one of the clearest ways her interest shows itself. You'll notice that this kind of presence doesn't always require her to make grand gestures. It can be as simple as showing up in the spaces you occupy. If you're at work, she may appear at your desk under the pretense of a small question. If you're at a social gathering, she finds herself sitting near you or engaging in conversation, even if there are many others she could talk to. If you're part of a group chat, she responds to your messages with more enthusiasm than others, making her presence felt even digitally. All of these are subtle ways of saying, "I want to be near you," without directly admitting it. A woman who isn't interested will do the opposite. She won't create chances to be around you, and her absence will speak volumes. One of the fascinating aspects of attraction is how it reshapes a woman's schedule. Even if she's busy, she makes room for you. Think about it, we all prioritize what matters to us. If she likes you, you'll notice that she carves out time for you, even if it means rearranging her plans. She might casually say, "Oh, I'll be free that day," when she wasn't initially. She may linger in conversations longer than she intended or extend a simple meet up into hours because she doesn't want to leave your company. These are not coincidences. They are decisions motivated by a desire to spend more time where her heart feels pulled. Another way this presence shows up is in how she uses excuses to justify being near you. She may suddenly need your advice about something small, ask for help she probably could manage alone, or pretend she just happened to be in the same place. These little excuses are less about the task and more about creating an opportunity for interaction. It's not manipulation. It's her way of keeping her feelings subtle while still nurturing the bond. If she weren't interested, she wouldn't go out of her way to seek these little connections. But when she likes you, every excuse is really a disguised invitation to spend more time with you. There is also a comfort that grows in her presence. When a woman likes you, she will gravitate toward your space, not only for attraction, but also for safety and familiarity. You become the environment she prefers, the person whose company feels better than the alternatives. This is why you'll notice her smile more when she's around you, her body language opening up, and her willingness to engage even in silence. A woman who likes you does not just come around when it's convenient. She finds joy in being there, even if the activity itself is ordinary. The company matters more than the circumstance, and that is a profound signal of her interest. Her choice to be around you also reveals itself in digital spaces. Maybe she replies to your texts quicker than to others, or she initiates conversations on her own. She reacts to your posts, comments in ways that spark dialogue, or checks in without needing a reason. In the online world, presence is measured in frequency and engagement, and when she likes you, she shows up there too. It's not about stalking. It's about wanting to maintain a connection even when physical presence isn't possible. Consistency in her digital presence is simply another layer of proof that her attraction is active. What makes this sign powerful is its consistency. A woman who doesn't like you may occasionally cross paths with you, but her effort to maintain proximity will fade quickly. However, a woman who is genuinely interested finds herself returning again and again. She may even surprise herself with how naturally she gravitates toward you. Her choice to be present is not forced, it flows from her attraction. Over time, this pattern becomes undeniable. No matter how subtle it appears on the surface, the truth is in the repetition. She keeps finding her way back to you. In group dynamics, this attraction becomes even more noticeable. Picture a gathering where she could easily interact with many people. Yet somehow, she ends up sitting close to you, laughing at your jokes, or engaging in side conversations. If she moves around the room, she circles back to where you are. Group settings magnify her choices because in a sea of options, she still chooses you. This is not a coincidence. It is her way of signaling that your presence carries a stronger pull than anyone else's. For a man who's paying attention, these patterns make her interest unmistakable. At its core, her effort to be around you is about emotional connection. Presence is the most human form of affection because it demands sacrifice of time, of energy, of attention. She wouldn't keep showing up if she didn't feel something deeper. Her willingness to be present demonstrates that you're not just another face in the crowd. You are the person she wants to invest her energy in, the person she feels drawn toward without always needing a logical reason. And it is through this consistent choice of proximity that her feelings quietly but powerfully declare themselves. When a woman is attracted to you, one of the most undeniable giveaways is her body language. Long before she puts her feelings into words, her body speaks in ways she often isn't even conscious of. Human beings communicate more through nonverbal signals than we ever do with speech, and women are no different. A woman who likes you will express it with gestures, with posture, and with the smallest shifts in how she physically relates to you. It can be seen in the way she positions her body when you're near, the way her eyes find yours across the room, or the way she plays with her hair while listening to you. These are not rehearsed moves, they are instinctive reactions, and they send messages far more powerful than words. The first layer of this communication is orientation. When she likes you, her body will naturally turn toward you, even if she doesn't realize it. Her feet will point in your direction, her torso leans closer, and her shoulders square up as though aligning with you. People subconsciously orient themselves toward what draws their attention and away from what they want to avoid. If you find that her posture continuously faces you, even in a group, that is a strong sign of attraction. It may be subtle, but it's consistent, and it shows that her focus is locked on you, not scattered elsewhere. This body alignment is a primitive, instinctual behavior signaling interest and openness. Another powerful indicator is touch, even if it's light or playful. A woman who likes you may find excuses to brush against your arm, tap your shoulder, or give a playful nudge when laughing. These touches are rarely accidental. They are a safe way of testing boundaries and building closeness without verbalizing her attraction outright. Touch is one of the oldest forms of connection, and when she chooses to bridge physical distance in small but consistent ways, it reveals a comfort and desire to be closer. If she feels unsafe or uninterested, she will avoid touch altogether. But if she initiates it, even subtly, she is signaling a willingness to let you into her physical space. Her eyes are also one of the clearest storytellers. Eye contact is a form of intimacy that many underestimate, yet it speaks volumes about her feelings. A woman who likes you will hold eye contact longer than normal, often with a softness or a spark that feels different from casual interaction. She may glance at you frequently in a room, checking to see if you notice her gaze. Sometimes she may even look away quickly when caught, giving away her shyness. Eyes are windows into interest because they reveal both boldness and vulnerability. If her eyes repeatedly search for yours, that is her body's unspoken confession that she feels drawn to you. Gestures of self-grooming also come into play. She may touch her hair, adjust her clothing, or fiddle with jewelry when talking to you. While these actions can be subconscious, they often emerge from a desire to appear attractive in your presence. It's her body's way of saying, "I care how you see me." These movements are not always deliberate strategies. They are natural responses when someone feels a mixture of excitement and nervous energy around someone they like. It is worth noting that these gestures are not as pronounced when she is indifferent. They become more frequent and noticeable when attraction is in the air. Mirroring is another subtle but telling sign. When a woman likes you, she may unconsciously mimic your movements, taking a sip of her drink after you do, crossing her legs in the same direction, or leaning in when you lean in. Mirroring is a subconscious way of building rapport and signaling connection. It creates a rhythm of harmony between the two of you, almost as if her body is trying to sync with yours. This behavior is deeply rooted in psychology, and it is often a natural instinct when someone feels connected or attracted. If you notice her movements reflecting yours, it's a strong indication that her feelings extend beyond casual interaction. The way she uses her smile is another body language cue that cannot be ignored. A woman who likes you won't just smile politely, her smile will linger, light up her face, and often be paired with eye contact. There is a difference between a polite smile and one born of genuine attraction. The latter feels warmer, more inviting, and often accompanied by laughter that flows easily in your presence. Her smile becomes her way of affirming that she enjoys your company and wants you to feel comfortable around her. Smiling is an expression of joy, and when she associates that joy with you, it is one of the clearest signs of interest. Physical distance is also a powerful communicator. A woman who likes you will close the gap between you whenever possible. She may move her chair closer, lean in when you speak, or find herself standing beside you even when she could have chosen a spot further away. Human beings instinctively protect their personal space, but attraction shortens that boundary. When she feels drawn to you, being closer feels natural rather than forced. If she repeatedly chooses to close that distance, it reveals comfort, trust, and a desire to be within your energy field. Proximity is rarely random, it is chosen, and in her case, it signals interest. Nervous energy is another piece of body language that often surfaces. When she likes you, she may fidget, laugh a little too quickly, or display signs of restlessness when you're near. These are not signs of discomfort, but rather the body's reaction to excitement and anticipation. Her heart rate increases, her breathing may quicken, and small restless movements appear as her body processes the emotional charge she feels around you. This nervousness is her body's way of balancing attraction with vulnerability, and while she may not consciously control it, it speaks volumes about how much she cares about the impression she makes. Ultimately, a woman's body language creates a silent conversation that is impossible to ignore once you know what to look for. She may not voice her feelings right away, but her gestures, her eyes, her posture, and her proximity will all give her away. Body language is nature's most authentic language because it bypasses the filters of logic and control. When she likes you, her body will lean in, open up, and reflect an energy of warmth and closeness. These signs appear consistently, and together they weave a picture of attraction that is louder and clearer than any words she could speak. When a woman is genuinely interested in you, one of the clearest ways it shows is in how she prioritizes you. This doesn't always come in the form of big, dramatic gestures, but rather in small, consistent ways that reveal where her heart truly lies. A woman has countless demands on her time: work, family, friends, personal responsibilities. And yet, when she likes you, she finds ways to make space for you in her life. That decision is intentional, because no one makes time for someone they don't value. It might be a quick text in the middle of a busy day, a call just to check in, or a simple moment where she chooses your company over something else. These small choices add up, and together they form a clear picture you matter more than the average person in her world. The way she prioritizes you is often subtle but consistent. For example, if she knows you've had a stressful day, she may reach out to ask how you're holding up. If you mention that you're going through something important, she makes it a point to follow up later and check in. These actions are not casual, they are deliberate ways of showing care. People often confuse words with value, but actions are the real measure. A woman who likes you won't just say she cares. She shows it through how she treats you. That consistency of thoughtfulness demonstrates that she is not simply being polite, she is emotionally invested. It is her way of reminding you that you are on her mind, even when she is not physically with you. You'll also notice that she makes herself available, even when it isn't convenient. Everyone is busy, but people always make time for what matters most to them. If she shifts her schedule to see you, responds quickly to your messages, or sacrifices other plans to spend time together, it speaks volumes. This doesn't mean she drops everything for you, but it means she weaves you into her priorities naturally. When someone is important, they don't feel like an interruption, they feel like a choice. And when she chooses you consistently, it is because she values the connection you share and wants to nurture it, no matter how full her plate already is. Prioritization also shows in the way she remembers and responds to the little things you share. If you told her about an upcoming presentation, she may reach out that morning to wish you luck. If you mentioned your love for a certain kind of food, she may suggest a restaurant that serves it. These gestures may seem small, but they are powerful indicators of care. A woman who doesn't value you won't remember or act on such details, but a woman who likes you listens with intention and uses that information to make you feel seen. Her actions are like quiet affirmations of your importance, and they reveal her feelings more honestly than any words could. Another way she prioritizes you is through consistency of communication. She doesn't just reach out when she needs something or when it's convenient for her. Instead, she communicates because she wants to stay connected to you. Whether it's a quick message in the morning or a late night check-in, she makes sure you feel included in her world. This steady rhythm of presence is not accidental, it's deliberate. Communication is an investment of energy, and when she invests in staying connected, she's signaling that your place in her life isn't temporary or optional. She wants to build something that lasts, and her consistent communication is how she lays that foundation. The way she respects your time is another form of prioritization. If she agrees to meet, she shows up on time. If she makes plans with you, she doesn't cancel without reason. Respect is a powerful signal of value, and when she respects your time, she's showing you that she doesn't take your effort for granted. This respect goes beyond punctuality. It extends to the way she considers your needs and schedules as well. A woman who prioritizes you will not only make room in her own life, but will also honor the fact that your time is equally valuable. That mutual consideration is a hallmark of genuine interest and emotional investment. You might also see it in the way she includes you in her future plans, even in small ways. If she's talking about an event next week and says, "We should go," or she envisions you being part of something she wants to try, it shows that she thinks of you as more than a passing presence. Inclusion is a powerful form of prioritization because it reveals that she is looking ahead and naturally placing you in her picture of the future. A woman who doesn't care will keep her plans separate, but a woman who likes you integrates you, even in casual conversations, because she wants you there. Prioritization also comes across in how she responds during difficult times. When you're struggling, she doesn't pull away or go silent. She leans in. She offers comfort, asks how she can help, or simply listens without judgment. This willingness to share emotional labor is a form of prioritizing your well-being. It means she isn't just around for the good moments, but also for the ones where you need support. Attraction that is shallow will fade in the face of challenges, but genuine interest remains steady. Her ability to prioritize you during hard times proves that her care runs deeper than surface attraction. Another subtle but powerful sign is how she balances you with the rest of her life. She doesn't neglect her responsibilities, but she integrates you in a way that feels natural. You are not competing with her priorities, you become part of them. Whether it's introducing you to friends, sharing her wins and struggles, or inviting you into her routines, she shows that you're not on the outside looking in. You're inside the circle of what matters. This integration is not something people do casually. It reflects genuine admiration, trust, and a desire to keep you close in meaningful ways. What makes all of this so compelling is the consistency. Anyone can make time once or twice, but true prioritization reveals itself over and over again. It is not about dramatic sacrifices, it is about steady choices that add up to something undeniable. A woman who likes you may not always declare her feelings outright, but she will show them in how she treats you day after day. Through her time, her attention, her respect, and her care, she is quietly but clearly saying, "You are important to me." And once you recognize this pattern, you will no longer question where you stand in her heart. When a woman is genuinely drawn to you, one of the strongest ways her interest reveals itself is through the way she encourages you to be the best version of yourself. Attraction, when it is real, does not stop at admiration. It evolves into inspiration. A woman who likes you is not satisfied with simply being around you. She actively invests in your growth because she sees your potential. This encouragement is not always loud or forceful. Sometimes it's found in subtle reminders, gentle nudges, and thoughtful questions that push you to reflect. Other times it comes in the form of praise and recognition, celebrating your progress and highlighting the qualities you may not even notice in yourself. This supportive energy is her way of saying she doesn't just want to enjoy who you are now, she wants to see who you can become. This encouragement shows up first in how she listens to your goals and dreams. When you share your ambitions, she doesn't dismiss them or treat them lightly. Instead, she asks questions, shows curiosity, and motivates you to keep moving forward. A woman who likes you doesn't let your ideas die in silence. She breathes life into them with her attention and her belief in your ability to succeed. If you tell her about a business idea, she may offer feedback, share resources, or remind you of your strengths. If you mention a skill you want to learn, she might encourage you to take the leap. Her willingness to engage with your aspirations demonstrates that she is not just interested in surface-level connection, but in walking alongside your personal journey. Encouragement also comes through the way she challenges you. Attraction is not only about comfort, it's about growth. A woman who likes you will not always agree with everything you say or let you settle into mediocrity. Instead, she may question you, push you to think differently, or gently point out when you're holding yourself back. This is not criticism rooted in negativity. It is constructive challenge born from genuine care. She wants to see you rise, and sometimes that requires honesty instead of empty flattery. Her willingness to challenge you shows courage, because it means she values you enough to risk discomfort for the sake of your growth. That is one of the most telling signs of true emotional investment. Another layer of this encouragement is how she supports you during setbacks. When you face disappointment, failure, or doubt, she doesn't turn away. Instead, she reminds you of your worth and helps you regain perspective. A woman who likes you understands that setbacks are part of growth, and she is there to help you find strength in those moments. She might say, "I know you can do this," or "Don't give up now." More importantly, her presence itself becomes a source of reassurance. Knowing someone believes in you, even when you're struggling to believe in yourself, is one of the most powerful motivators. Her consistent encouragement during difficult times reveals that her attraction isn't superficial. It runs deep enough to embrace both your wins and your losses. You'll also notice her encouragement in the way she celebrates your victories. A woman who likes you will not envy your progress or minimize your achievements. Instead, she amplifies them. She celebrates with genuine excitement when you succeed because your happiness fuels hers. Whether it's something small like finishing a project or something major like reaching a lifelong goal, she makes you feel like your accomplishments matter. This celebration is important because it reinforces your confidence and makes you feel seen. A woman who doesn't care may brush off your successes, but one who likes you ensures you feel appreciated and recognized for your efforts. Her joy in your success is her way of proving she is emotionally invested in your growth. Her encouragement also shows in the way she speaks about your future. When she talks to you, she doesn't just focus on who you are now, she paints a picture of who you can become. She might say things like, "You'd be great at that," or "I can see you doing amazing things." These statements may sound simple, but they are powerful affirmations. They reveal that she sees beyond your present circumstances and recognizes your long-term potential. When a woman envisions your future with hope and positivity, she is not only rooting for your progress, but also aligning herself with that vision. Her encouragement is both practical and visionary, and it becomes a source of fuel for your ambition. You may also find her investing in your growth directly by helping you take steps forward. This could mean sending you opportunities, sharing contacts, or reminding you of deadlines that matter. It could also mean giving you space and encouragement to focus on your work without guilt. She might even hold you accountable in subtle ways, reminding you of the goals you've set for yourself and checking in on your progress. This is not about control, it is about support. She invests her time and energy because she genuinely wants to see you succeed. A woman who doesn't care won't make this effort, but a woman who likes you will quietly go the extra mile to nurture your growth. Another way her encouragement shines is through the way she speaks about you to others. When a woman likes you, she brags about you, not in arrogance, but in admiration. She tells her friends about your achievements, she highlights your strengths, and she shares your ambitions proudly. This external encouragement is just as important as the one-on-one support, because it shows she believes in you so much that she wants others to see what she sees. It is a subtle but profound way of affirming her respect and admiration. A woman who is indifferent may keep quiet, but one who is truly interested speaks about you with pride and excitement. What makes this encouragement so powerful is the way it changes how you see yourself. When a woman believes in you, it often helps you to believe in yourself more strongly. Her encouragement becomes a mirror that reflects back your strengths, your potential, and your worth. Many times, people doubt themselves, but the belief of someone they admire can reignite confidence. That is why her encouragement is not just about words. It has the ability to shape your mindset, your choices, and your trajectory. When she likes you, her encouragement acts as fuel, reminding you that you are capable of more than you realize. All of these forms of encouragement point to one truth: a woman who likes you will never want you to shrink. She will want you to rise. Her support, her challenges, her celebrations, and her belief in you are all signs of her investment. Attraction, when real, is not passive. It actively seeks to bring out the best in the person it is drawn to. Through her encouragement, she is telling you silently but powerfully that she doesn't just see you for who you are today. She sees you for who you could become tomorrow. And in her consistent push for your growth, she reveals the depth of her care and the sincerity of her feelings.